We're continuing our conversation on Water Wednesdays this week about solving some of those outages that you've been seeing in recent time. And so critical to the solution is the distribution network and its stability in providing a consistent supply of water to your homes. To talk a bit more about that, we have Charles Leslie. He is the Director of Engineering. Now, this distribution network, you're responsible for making sure that it is stable and that people are getting that consistent supply coming to their homes. What have you been seeing in recent time?
So this network, it moves the water from the source, which we call the pumping station, to the distribution, through the distribution network to the customers. And between there, you may have reservoirs or what we call repumping stations, booster stations. In the last couple of months, we've been experiencing some challenges maintaining some of those stations in terms of maintaining some of the supplies. And those challenges stem from a number of things, ranging from failure of the stations, the pumps, to interruptions in power supply. And what we are actually doing now is looking at renewing some of that infrastructure. We would have renewed the electrical controls during the IDB project, and we're actually looking now to renew some of the pumps and upgrade the facilities under the CDB development program.
Okay, so when you're talking about that electrical upgrade that was effected under the IDB project, you're talking about those variable frequency drives and other tools which would increase the efficiency of these pumping stations.
Yes, those are exactly what we were speaking about. To do the entire thing in one scoop would have been too much for us. So what we opted to do was to look at the controls first, and those controls allowed us to be able to implement a number of new systems. They also allowed us to implement what we call SCADA, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. So we have started that. We have about 90% complete in that regard. But we still have some new stations that went on after we started the program, so we're looking at completing those to bring all of those on board. But the electrical upgrades that we did under the IDB allowed us to be able to introduce that SCADA, as well as to build the platform now for the changing out of the pumps and so forth that we're going to be doing in this CDB funded program.
And also there are renewable energy options coming online which would help to power some of the pumping stations. Looking at the distribution side, the lines, the mains underground, talk about the problems that we are having there. We know about the old infrastructure and a lot of the mains really not standing the test of time.
Yes, our network is old. In some areas, some of the pipes we've changed out, the 100-year pipes that we had, but we still have pipes that are 60, 50 years old, in that type of range. And because they are so old and based on the type of material that was used at the time, cast iron, it is prone to the changes in weight distribution on the roads. And you know, a lot of our pipelines were laid, and then in some instances the roads were widened, that type of stuff. So you end up now having the mains in the carriageways. As a result of that, you get the mains being subjected to the loads of the traffic, vehicular loads of the traffic, and that contributes to the breakage.
Now, on next week's edition of Water Wednesdays, we will continue our conversation with Mr. Leslie about those problems that we've been seeing in St. Joseph and St. John at those higher elevations, and what the Barbados Water Authority will be doing in 2019 to address those challenges. Of course, we want to thank you for watching this edition of Water Wednesdays. To view this or a previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. Please also go to our Facebook pages for additional information as well, or just type Water Wednesdays in YouTube. You can find us there.